welcome to Lilac City Live! We got a great show for you tonight! Chef Jeremy Hansen! Entrepreneur Linda Beadle! Music from Heat Speak Gang in the throat!
Not that one.
Comedy from Mara Baldwin and Sean Stout! And your host, Ryan Dean Tucker! Hi, everybody. How's it going? Wow, good crowd. Oh, you look great. Yeah, you look great. Cool. Oh, hey, Ryan. How's it going? Oh, hey, Harry. Oh, cool. Hey. Yeah, Sean's not here tonight. Couldn't make it. There's some TV show on or something? I don't know. Maybe. It's restaurant week, so who knows?
Restaurant week!
Oh, weird. We do have a local chef on. Jeremy Hansen is on tonight, yes? Yeah, some fans. So that falls in line with restaurant week. And
Restaurant week!
Oh, okay. But I did, before we have Jeremy on, I went to the Inlander to talk to Tamara McGregor about Restaurant Week.
Restaurant week!
She talks about Restaurant Week. She gives us a little rundown of what Restaurant Week is. Okay. But Sean and I went there to talk to her about the thing that's happening this week. So we'll watch that. Tamara, thanks so much for meeting us. We're new to Restaurant Week and we wanted all the ins and outs. Could you explain a little bit about what it is and some of the backstory?
Give us the breakdown.
Everything is on the menu. If you want fancy food, if you want foodie food, if you want some down-home barbecue, it is all there.
We want to be restaurants. Where do we start?
This is its 7th year, and that first year we had 53 restaurants. 7 short years, we've more than doubled.
One time Sean dared me to eat 40 chicken nuggets in 20 minutes, and I did it.
He did.
We didn't necessarily set out to make it fancy or fine dining, but to, expect damn good food.
A dog.
Ooh, puppers.
A dog. Oh,
That's a movie dog.
come back. That's the Shaggy dog.
Yo.
One thing that Inlander's been really passionate about is drink local. And so we've asked all of the local restaurants to support local producers. Wine, beer, spirits, bitters, coffee, tea. And so we ask all of the Restaurant Week participants to have drink local specials.
Here's what I like to do. Totino's, the ones that come in the bag, the frozen pizza. Take that out of the bag, cook it, go to the vending machine, get the TGI Fridays potato skins.
Ooh, bacon cheddar.
Put that on one side of the Totino's, fold it on over, forget about it.
Calzone.
And so what we're really hoping is that we are going to just pull people from outside the region in to come in, stay at a hotel, go see a play at the Civic, go skate on the ice ribbon, dinner and something.
I like Cheetos.
Me too.
Thank you, yes. Well, it's well known that Sean and I are a couple of foodies, so it was nice to talk to Tamara about Restaurant Week. Damn it. But speaking of restaurants, let's bring up our first guest, Jeremy Hansen. Come on up, buddy.
Jeremy Hansen, the Biscuit Wizard!
How's it going, man?
Great.
Good. Have a seat.
All right.
All right. Oh, sorry, no coffee table this time. Heat speak. Holy moly. Guys, really spread it around, How you doing?
Fantastic.
Now, let's see. You have Inland Pacific Kitchen, Biscuit Wizard, Hogwash, Sante. Am I missing anything?
Your microphone?
Oh. Is this microphone? Let me,
I don't know.
here we go. Yeah.
There? Good.
Is that it? No?
Let's talk loud. Have to do it anyways.
Yeah, in a kitchen. That's typical, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it turns on, let me know. I don't blow your eardrums.
Here, let's see. Oh, that's a battery situation. We'll run and get you one here. Oh, we got a spare coming up here. All right. Vanessa Strange, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
All right. Typically in late night talk shows, they stop down and things like this happen, and it's normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, there it is. We did it. All right. So, was I missing any ones there?
Don't remember what you said.
Okay. Inland Pacific Kitchen, Biscuit Wizard, Hogwash, Saute. We got some fans out there. Yeah. Yeah.
The Common Crumb.
Common
Bakery.
Crumb. Yes. Of course. Yeah.
And then maybe things on the way.
Sure, maybe things on the way. Well, exciting, exciting. So how did you become a chef who has like some of the coolest restaurants in town?
Oh man, that's a long story.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I picked up a job cooking when I was 15.
Sure.
Hated it.
I wash dishes.
Yeah,
Not great.
I've washed a lot of dishes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, I hated it actually for a decade. It was very stressful. I worked with a lot of substance abuse users
Sure.
or abusers.
Sure.
It was really stressful, really hard. I was young. I didn't know anything. Still don't. But
You were kind of doing it just to,
yeah, I needed
by.
like football cleats.
yeah,
I needed some shoes,
sure.
some stuff.
Yeah.
So I did that, and eventually I ate some blue cheese,
Wow.
and then decided that was really tasty,
Yeah.
and started thinking about the rest of the culinary world and what was out there.
Blue cheese was the like crux of your.
Blue cheese, eating moldy cheese was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Because usually you eat moldy cheese on accident.
Sure.
And it's
You're like,
terrible. You're like,
"Ah."
oh.
Yeah, I'll
Right?
just cut this off and
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
eating.
no. So I was very worried.
Yeah.
But it was on this Italian restaurant, and I was like, oh, you got moldy cheese, chef, to the chef. And he's like, what? And then he was like, oh, okay. And he grabbed a bunch and started eating it. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And he told me what was basically going on. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I ate some, and it was super delicious. It was really different. And then from there, it was like, well, what is that? And then what is this? And how does this work? And what is that? And all these different pairings and different foods from different worlds.
Sure.
And then from that point, it was game on.
Yeah.
It was like, this is, I've been doing it, and I was always pretty good at it. I always tried to do well at everything that I did,
Sure.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for my life anyways.
Yeah.
I'm kind of good at this, been doing it for a long time.
Sure.
Blue cheese is tasty,
Right.
and I want more.
Yeah.
So that's the beginning, and that led me to where I'm at.
Man, that's pretty amazing. Blue cheese was
Yeah.
like just.
Blue cheese was the.
I think it's really amazing you didn't eat blue cheese until your 20s.
Yeah, actually, well, my first restaurant was in a Mexican restaurant, and then after that it was Asian cuisine.
Right.
So
When you were just cooking.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, I rolled burritos and then stir fried, and blue cheese really isn't in
Right,
those
those-
cuisines.
Yeah, that's world.
You know?
Yeah.
So sushi was cool. Like, oh, I dig that. That's neat. Wasabi was really interesting.
Sure.
To eat that for the first time.
When the time I had wasabi for the first time, I thought, boy, I went to, my friend had a sushi restaurant that he was a chef at. We went and I'd never even seen wasabi,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was spumoni. Like, I'm like, that's kind of weird. Took a big ol'.
Took a bite. Nice.
I
So
died.
all the wasabi that we eat,
Yeah.
like everywhere, is usually comes in a like a powder form,
Sure.
and you and really it's horseradish dyed green and flavored wasabi somehow. I'm not really sure. It's weird, but that's how it is. Like
Yeah.
any sushi restaurant in town, that's what you're eating.
Powdered.
Yeah, but you
Mixed.
mix it with this with water.
Sure.
To any consistency, thickness. Like as you see, every place you go, different sushi places have different consistency. Some you can mold, roll.
This looked
and
like
ball.
ice cream, for
Yeah,
sure.
some of it is like really loose and whatever.
Yeah.
So anyhow, this guy was like, "Oh yeah, when you make it, use like hot water." I'm like, "Oh okay."
Yeah.
It's like I guess that's like a trick or something.
Yeah.
Because you have this powder, you dump like this boiling hot water, and all the steam and the fumes and the powder dust like poof, in your
Oh
face.
God. Yeah.
And it's like getting sprayed in the face with,
Mace.
yeah,
Yeah.
pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. It was very stressful.
Yeah, I imagine.
So when I was young.
As a guy who ate a huge bite of wasabi.
Yeah, and that was one of the days that I hated working in the restaurant.
Right. I'm sure.
But it was a learning experience. But since then, I've had like real wasabi grated on wasabi root, and if you haven't had that, it's very sweet, has the same kind of heat, not nasal heat, but it's 10 times better. Super expensive, but
Yeah.
it's delicious. It's like you can't
Yeah.
beat it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wasabi.
Well, then so you found blue cheese, and then you went to culinary school. You went to Portland.
Yeah,
right?
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Le Cordon Bleu.
Yeah.
Yeah, went there.
And then you traveled around a bit.
Traveled around a bit, and went to New York, worked in Manhattan, went back to Portland, worked, and moved back to Spokane, and my wife and I opened up Sante.
Sante, my favorite restaurant in
Yeah,
town.
thank you, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Awesome, yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. We'll get to that later, though. I did want you to talk about 509 Cooks, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
What is 509 Cooks? Why did you start it?
509 Cooks is a nonprofit that we started after I experienced the relief efforts that were happening in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Went down there, saw how they were feeding people, what they were doing, where our tax money is going when it comes to like FEMA and what the Red Cross is doing and how they're feeding people and all of these things. And to me, it was,
Pretty unsettling.
yeah, it was an eye opener on that industry or that part of our world that we don't really know about if you're not in it.
Right.
And honestly, I think at the end of the day, they are, it's more of a negative effect for the communities that are in need for food, especially when they're in a natural disaster situation, when you have no clean
No
water
resources.
or electricity, no
Right.
resources. You know, these people, they need nourishment to be strong, to help use their brain cells correctly to rebuild and clean and do all these things, and good food.
Because you were telling me
to
that
keep
they were
them-
just getting like MREs, and just
MREs.
stuff that's like not sustainable. It's just
yeah, candy bars,
nothing nourishing.
Cookies, Oreos,
Yeah.
Twix, Snickers. Like Snickers, I get it.
Sure.
If you're grumpy, eat one. You're
Yeah.
cool for a minute.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, I mean, you know,
Deal with a lot of Joe Pesci's down there.
yeah, right. They were everywhere.
Uh,
But yeah, so anyways,
so you went down, and then this kind of became a passion to go.
Yeah, so
and-
I ended up working with the World Central Kitchen, which is a great team that's actually feeding, sourcing food locally, cooking hot meals, packaging them, and delivering them all over the island to feed people healthy, nutritious food, which they really need in that environment. And they were the only ones doing it.
yeah.
It was really, really crazy, really sad.
Yeah.
you know, to see that, especially when you think about the politics in it, if you want to get into it, but it's like FEMA, we pay taxes for FEMA, and they're spending all our money on crap food or junk food for these people that is not, it's not adequate, you know, to consume really. Like an MRE is really, if you're dying in a, I don't know, like in a war zone.
Sure.
You have to get out of there. You have a couple on you so you can go for
Yeah.
a couple days. This, like, it was bad, but like an MRE for
Yeah.
real? Like,
Yeah.
really?
That's
So-
for like last chance, like survival
yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
And really, if you eat multiple MREs for days on end, it's really bad for your digestive system. So
Yeah.
it's really not good. But then all the other food that like the Red Cross was handing out was equally as terrible.
Sure.
And so, anyways, World Central Kitchen was cooking and doing all these things, and I'm like, wow, this is really a need for this in these kind of situations, and they're like the only ones doing it. And they're doing a great job. There are kitchens all over the world now, and it's really
And you've
amazing.
gone to a bunch. You just go and you just cook for.
Yeah, so 509 Cooks basically is to help or teach, it's two things, teach people or young people how to cook, but then we cook meals together for fundraisers, and they developed it and I help. They develop menus, cost it, and basically teach them how to do all these things, cook it, deliver it, and then, which is part of that we haven't really got going all together, but that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then the money that we earn from these, we give back to our local community and outreach to other things in the Pacific Northwest. And then the other part of that is to take the students and with some of the funds and then go and help, like in Puerto Rico or wherever there's a natural disaster, where we can team up with the World Central Kitchen to help them
Okay.
cook food.
Like a
So-
relief team.
Yeah, like another relief team for them in a sense, where we'll go, like we'll take maybe 5 or 6 chefs or people that want to help, volunteers.
Sure.
The 510 Cooks will pay for the flights, room, board basically, or whatever, car if we have to rent one.
Yeah.
And we'll get to the kitchens that they have established, and we'll just volunteer and then cook and
Yeah.
do whatever we
Because they'll
can
be
to help out.
cooking all like 14 hours.
Yeah, they'll be cooking, and they get a lot of volunteers, which are just random people from all over the world or whoever's coming to help cook and like do things that they need. But what they really need are chefs to come and actually create meals in like lead kitchens and do
Can
things like
plan
that.
months in advance.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. So it's more of, and that's what I want to be part of that effort, and I think it's.
Is
I
there
think it's great.
like place people can go to contribute or help if they're interested?
There is. We just kind of launched a website, 509cooks.com. On there, we will be building that for events, upcoming events. There's also a place you can donate on there. But also, if you want to contribute to the World Central Kitchen team, you can find their website and help them out too. They get money from all over the world, but
Sure.
they can always use it, and they're actually really doing a lot of amazing things. And
It's something that I hadn't really thought about. I mean, I just figured like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
the Red Cross will give people food if they need it. But
yeah,
Just went in a lot
well,
deeper
we
than I thought.
don't know, and that's the thing is we don't know what they're doing, and we donate money to them to do for their efforts, and we don't like the normal or the general public doesn't really understand or know
Sure.
exactly where that money is going or what they're doing with it. And my wife's mother wanted us to bring a lot of like dental hygiene
yeah,
things
yeah.
with us to help, but they were like, no, we don't want it, just give us money. I'm like, okay, what are you going to do with that? Oh, I see you're buying crap and feeding
right,
people
yeah,
junk.
yeah.
Sweet. They really need these hygiene products
Yeah, this
now,
seems the
especially-
priority is not quite
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is, and at least they're doing something, so that's great.
Yeah.
But is it helping? It's
Well,
helping people not starve.
I think like nourishment is really vital in
Yeah,
those
I mean,
situations. So
It really just needs to be, nourishing food.
yeah. So 509cooks.com, that's the number 509, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can go to that and help out if you like. And before you go, let's talk about Smoke and Mirrors a little bit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So Sante is
So,
leaving
yeah,
us.
Sante is our flagship. It's been great. And times have changed
Sure.
in a way, but also Spokane has grown.
Yeah.
which is fantastic. And by no means is the closure of Sante a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think it should be celebrated as it is. Maybe it'll come up later.
Yeah.
But what we're trying to do to contribute to bringing more people downtown and be a part of a bigger scene is switch our program into more approachable for everybody, approachable bar / restaurant
Yeah.
to everybody. Because right now I think a lot of people view it and see it as a once a year kind of special occasion thing, which is totally fine and great because we do a lot of really amazing things and we put a lot of effort into it, service and food wise. It is a little on the higher end just because it's more of an art studio
Absolutely.
for food. But then we also source our products locally, which is actually a little more expensive at a raw state than it is if you were buying pre-made things from Texas or wherever
Sure.
people get things.
Yeah.
But then we have to do something with it, and that takes a lot of time and effort. And we try to pay our employees a decent wage. And
Right, yeah.
I mean, in the restaurant industry, there isn't really a livable wage in the first place.
Sure.
But we do our best, and the people that are there are learning and doing really neat things, and so they love it. So we keep staff. We treat them well. They treat us well, for the most part. Sometimes we have to fire somebody, but
That's how it goes, any
yeah, how it
job.
goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the negative part of the situation, but it is what it is. So,
But the new
anyways,
place is called,
Smoke and Mirrors. We're turning into a saloon, more beer forward bar in the front. We'll have 2 bars. The Butcher Bar will stay there.
same spot at Auntie's there.
Same spot. We're gonna do more like charcuterie forward stuff.
I love that
So more
charcuterie.
burgers and meatballs.
I just love
and
saying
things.
charcuterie,
Yeah.
you know? Very like
It's great. Yeah, salamis,
Yeah.
mortadellas, or all kinds of things. So we're
Bruschetta?
really excited. We're going to do these sausage platters. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to
Yeah.
go. And thanks so much for coming on and talking
Yeah.
about all the
Thanks
cool
for
things you're
having
doing,
me.
man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. So
Yeah.
have a great week. Thanks, Jeremy
Yeah,
Hansen,
thanks.
everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry. Also, I lost mine too. Gee, many Christmas hot chocolate. This is not going well with the microphones. Very good get we got as our next guest because it is Restaurant Week. Some of you can see him right now. We flew him in. Big deal. The Swedish Chef, everybody. Yes. Wow. Just incredible. I can't believe it. Right out of the gate. Oh, goodness. Swedish Chef. Wow.
Jürgen, to translate your ex-Weissenbergen.
Translator, ex-wife?
I'm his translator, yes.
You're his translator
I am his translator, yes.
and his ex-wife, or?
I will translate for him what
Okay.
he's saying to you.
Okay. So what you've brought a dish you're making for Restaurant Week?
Jürgen, first the Jürgen standing on the Stovenbergen.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
He say first thing you do is you turn stove on, which is interesting because then he is able to turn something on. That's very good.
oh. Kind of a burn there.
Spergen said a sandwich, a burger sturgen, a sherbetürgen.
He is very excited to make this sandwich for you, but probably he treat marriage, where it's stale on outside and lot of loose meat in middle.
I don't quite know what that means, but
Kirkebergen slurgd Kobe beeferbergen.
He say for this sandwich he got the Kobe beef.
oh, fancy. Yeah.
Yes, it's very expensive and interesting because he no pay his alimony this month.
Well,
Skirden. Skirbenbergen.
Is
Skirden. A Skirgenbergen Turgen. A
he
Slurven.
say he excited to make this sandwich for you.
oh, okay.
A Skirben.
Well, are you finished with that, or is it?
A Skirben.
Oh no.
It's interesting because he no excited about anything else, about clean house or have children or have family or keep car clean
It's
or
good.
make car payment
Slurben, turben,
or
turben,
anything
turben.
that matter.
A
Like
flurben,
ex-
skirben,
if
turben,
ex-wife, if
turben.
wife
A
is
turben,
sick.
Okay, guys, it's clear. This is not working out. So let's just. You made a Kobe. You made a Kobe beef sandwich for Restaurant Week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
He said no.
the Swedish chef, everybody, and his translating ex-wife. We knew that mustache was going to fall off immediately. Wow, I can't believe we got him. That was great. Oh boy, this is going to be rough. Up next is my dear sweet mother, Linda Beadle. Please come on up, Mom.
Look, it's Ryan's mom. Her name is Linda Beadle. It's Linda Beadle. It's Ryan's mom. It's Ryan's mom.
Oh, that fell off you. Boy, microphone city tonight.
You know, I'm just
Boy.
your biggest fan.
Well, thank you.
I brought you something.
You did.
I brought you a hanky.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
because- yeah,
Yeah.
and,
No.
and a snack, because I'm pretty sure you didn't eat today. So I brought my
Almonds and raisins.
yeah,
thank
a
you.
healthy snack.
A healthy
yeah.
snack
Yeah.
for once.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Mom, she
Yeah.
brought us Haggis because we've been talking for a couple of weeks about how we're going to do this interview without crying.
I'm not much of a crier, but he is. I don't.
It's true. It's true. I don't know where I got it from.
I don't know.
Um,
Enough for me. I keep the emotions pushed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad- you know, you got a great turnout. You got a good crowd. You know, Jason said, "Oh, does she have like Beatlemania?" So I had to pull a few strings to get you here, but we got you here.
Oh,
and,
thank goodness. Thanks so much. Yes, appreciate it.
But you're not on here just because you're my mom and
Yeah.
you know you bring me snacks and
Well,
stuff. But you're here
thanks
because
anyway.
you've created
I
something
did.
amazing for my son.
Yeah.
Well, for everybody, but
Well, yeah.
inspired by
by
my
a
son.
couple.
Yeah.
So shall we start at the beginning?
Let's
there?
just start at the beginning.
Let's see if I can do this.
Well, so Cohen, he's 9 years old. He has cerebral palsy, and so you know when you have CP, your brain can't communicate with your body too well to do basic normal things. So
So, as much as I love to coddle him,
yes,
as much as you miss that coddling,
yeah, he's stolen it from me.
He has.
Which is the worst.
you're so jealous of it. As much as I love to coddle him, I know that the goal is always to make him more independent.
Yeah.
And so he has a hard time going like this. So we've designed these little socks. We call them a little pulley. So it's a patent pending pulley. And he can put his little fingers through there and pull them up by himself.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
But also, you know, there's a lot of people who could utilize this. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, people who
We're-
need physical therapy or just have some, went
Yeah.
through a surgery or something like that. So there's a pair of the socks that they have that little pulley on the
side there, and then that's not all you put on them. You put on a little.
Oh, the message is really important to me. I have a good friend, Tammy Farnes, who helped me tremendously with the message. Also, when I started, I should start from the beginning about,
Sure.
like, when I had this idea, I didn't even know where to go or what to do.
Sure.
So I discovered Snap, and most people know Snap as a resource to help with your heating bill and whatnot, but they have a whole women's business center. So I went to a very getting started meeting and bring your very rough design, and I did, and everybody was very positive. And from there, interestingly enough, resources that they gave me, Mark Pond here at the library,
yeah.
a giant resource in terms of business, gave me a bunch of information for a business model and just so many things that I think a lot of business owners don't even know that there's
we
a
have
resource
available,
here.
yeah.
That's not isn't it
We
interesting
have a
how this...
Bloomberg machine in this library.
Yeah.
The only other library that has that is in New York. Isn't that crazy?
We're special here.
We're very special.
Yeah. So then I started talking to Mark, and I had these very, very, really, your 2-year-old daughter can do a better job drawing than I can. I am not
Yeah.
good at it. And then Susan Aldworth, who is an amazing artist, she really just transformed my designs into something very special. And they are beautiful. That is not what they looked like when we started. I had a very backward...
You are dyslexic.
Yeah. So it was not quite right. But she understood my ideas and made them amazing. And so we just, it's a lot of fumbles. We worked really hard to find a manufacturer, and it took a lot of...
Well, you just had this crazy idea, I want to make socks that have a hole in it so...
Well, we didn't say a hole because nobody wants a
I
hole
know.
in their sock.
But I'm saying from the beginning,
Right. Well,
you had to get to
something,
a place to explain that.
Right. So we came up with the pulley.
Came up with the pulley.
Yes,
yes. So where do you start from that if you have no idea on how to make socks?
Yeah.
Who do you get to make socks?
Yeah, so-
But you've always been a hustler. I always tell this story. One of the, I swear, if she could be,
kind of
like she makes,
Like that?
not quite like that. Dance like a lane.
Like that?
I can tell the story that one of the few times I've ever impressed my wife is when we were stuck in Seattle and we needed a hotel, and we went into just the first hotel we saw, and the guy was like, yeah, it's $70 a night, and I'm like, the place across the street said it'd be $50 a night, and he goes, yeah, I'll give you that rate, and Lindsay was like, I was like, I learned that from my mom.
Yeah. Day rate at the Holiday Inn in Yakima.
Oh boy, yeah. We grew up in appreciating little things where we couldn't
yeah.
really go on vacation, so my mom would just rent a room at the Holiday Inn for the day so we could use the pool. She makes things happen.
Palm Springs and Washington there in Yakima, and they don't do that anymore. They got wise to us.
Yeah, well, I like to think that you're the one who hipped them to that swindle.
It was so great, though. Strawberry daiquiris all afternoon, and you guys just were busy.
She used to say, I'm going to go out a little late tonight. I'm just going to have a Pepsi with some friends. And I knew Pepsi was the code word for...
He's never had a Pepsi.
I've never had a Pepsi.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I'm a Coke guy.
Yeah.
But you launched yesterday.
Yesterday.
We launched a Kickstarter
Well, a Kickstarter
campaign.
campaign. Thank you.
Because you want to make many more designs,
Yes.
many different
We
sizes.
need to add adult sizes. We find that there's a big need for, there's a lot of adults that have problems with arthritis or ALS or so many different things. And so we need to really grow. And so we spent a lot of money up to this point getting a patent and getting, these designs made and getting these socks here. So
Yeah.
we need to get to the next step. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So that's at beetlebug.com.
Yeah.
That's the website where you can order socks and stuff like
Well,
that.
not
But
just yet.
not
After the
just yet, but-
Kickstarter. Yeah.
there's the link there to find the Kickstarter if
Yeah.
you like, and then from there hopefully we'll get. I
Yeah.
mean, it's also just good for like little kids who are learning to put on socks and
Yeah.
stuff, developing that fine motor skill and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's
And
really,
he's getting it. And
he
going-
is. He
yeah.
really does use them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
He's our guy. He's our. Yep. All right. So I wouldn't picture myself here. I never thought in a million years this is where I'd be, but it's been a joy, and it's been the greatest joy of my life to take care of these kids. And
Who's taking care of him right now?
do
Oh
you
my
know
God.
how hard this was for me? Oh my God. I've sent a few texts to make sure everything was in order. Yeah. So he's doing great though, and then another thing I want to say as a grandparent, my greatest achievement in life. I know this sounds really crazy, but my greatest achievement in life is teaching Tony how to read at 4.
Yeah. She
I
taught my.
didn't teach you to read.
my I got there. Okay.
Yeah, Tony was 4. I think you were 10.
Well, now I work at a library,
Yeah.
so.
But lots of resources. Anyway, so that is the greatest achievement of my life. That little guy is. Yeah, and it's just different being a grandparent. It's just different because you're so worried as a parent, like you got to get the stuff done, and you got to get the stuff done, and you're so worried about da 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 da. And as a I just play with them, and I'm just down there, and I'm with them, and I'm.
Yeah.
I would not change one day. I never thought that we would.
You'd just be a GG.
No, but you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it took a lot of sacrifice on Vince's part and everybody in our family, and I know now the understanding of a true, like, having a village. I didn't have much of a village, but I know what a village is now for you
Yeah.
and for them. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So anyway,
Beetlebug.com.
yeah, that's it. Or Saki
You also
Takis.
have socks up at the table over there, so if you're interested in looking at them or purchasing some tonight, you can. They're right over by the stairs there. My dear Aunt Chris is over there. She came all the way in too. She got her dance moves from my mom. So.
Nope, she didn't. Nope. Nah. And then Saki Takis, the only sock with a pulley and a special message.
Saki Takis, they're called, yes. And if you grabbed a raffle ticket, we'll wait till the end of the show, but she made a platter of baked goods with a couple pairs of socks attached to them, so stick around at the before the end of the show, and we'll call out a number and see who wins that. But
So,
Mom,
yeah.
I can't.
Okay. Don't. No.
I'm just very proud of you.
Oh, okay. I love you.
And thank you so much for taking care of my babies
Yeah.
and creating this amazing thing. And thank you so much for coming
love
on my show.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh. Gotta just get that snack here. Okay. Okay. That's good. All right. Well, now we're gonna have Heat Speak come on up. Can we get all the gang up? Heat Speak. How's it going?
Excellent.
Daria Ray, how are you?
Doing amazing.
Good.
Happy to be here.
I'm gonna sneak back here because there's a lot of elements. What do we got? Cello, bass. There you go. Bongos? Is that bongos? Bongos. Wow, what kind of guitar is that?
This is Mandocello.
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 Wow. Hey, I know you. How's it going?
That was a real dirty trick to make me cry right before I had to come up here and sing. I still am.
Heat Speak. Do you have any shows coming up?
Shows coming up. Yeah, we're going to be playing. We're headed up to Nelson, BC.
Ooh,
at the
Nelson's
beginning
really
of
cool.
March. We're playing a double header up there, an afternoon set at a cafe, and then an evening show at the Royal, which is
Right
on
on.
downtown strip there.
Cool.
And then our next Spokane show is going to be at the Shop on April 13th.
Great.
sounds
And
good.
you have some merch in the back there too?
Yeah, we got a couple of fresh stickers hot off the press. One from our new Heat Speak logo and one from the cover art of our debut album, which is called Aspen Artichoke.
Aspen Artichoke.
Aspen Artichoke, yeah. We just sold out of those and reissued them, which will be here in probably like 2 weeks. So for now, if you want to find our music, you can find it online, heatspeakmusic.com. You can download our last album there. And we're in the midst of recording our second album now. So it's easy to find heatspeak.com and or social media. So
And what are you
super
going to play
grateful
for
to
us
be up here.
tonight?
This first song we're going to play for us is Shimmering Facade. It's going to be our new record. So it's a pretty new song.
Great.
And we're happy to be here. So thanks.
Shimmering Facade and Heat Speak, everybody.
Pussy willow surrounding songs. Contrived old vine, I wish you grew well in a home. Now it's clear you just echo sorrow. My tears run clear across your waxy wonder, unctuous glimmer, shimmering facade. Your name I'd love to sing as well. Security is lacking in our distant tongue. For when I spoke with utter gumption, my phrase fell short amongst your waxy wonder, unctuous glimmer, shimmering facade. you so much. We're Heat Speak. Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Heat Speak. They're going to come back and play a couple more for us at the end of the show. That was great. I tried to go see you when you had that show a couple weeks ago, but I didn't make it. But I'm glad I got to see you here. Well, I thought it would be good to play some very soft, nice music and then have an interview with my mom where we cry at the end and then have some comedy. So we're going to do just that. We have Mara Baldwin and Sean Stout. I think they're coming. Here they are. Classic.
Mara Baldwin and Sean Stout.
It's to add comedy.
Oh, I see.
Indicate.
Well, I'm going to give you the stage here, and
Thank
you
you.
guys, I don't know what you're doing.
Give it up for Ryan.
So guys, we're comedians, duh. But
Yeah.
also, we're incredibly good musicians as well. We've written a song.
Do you mind if I? No, you can
Thank you. I don't know which of these is a microphone and which is an instrument, but I got a microphone right here.
Justin, right? Yeah. Hi, I'm Sean.
This song
Nice to meet
is
you.
about Spokane. It took about 3 months to write it. We just had to wake up and kind of get to a point emotionally where we could write it. Okay, excuse me. Okay. Spokane, we got a red wagon and less traffic than Seattle. The end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our album, you can't buy it anywhere. It's priceless.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm impressed
Remember
by
how
your
we-
songwriting.
Thank you. Are you so impressed? Do you want to see it again?
Yes.
So we need a volunteer from the audience. And if none will give it. I see a... Come you. I see you. Yeah, your friends are pointing. They've given you up. Come up here. Hello.
Beautiful. I love that.
Do you wanna get the guitar?
Yeah.
Hello there. What is your name? My name is Heidi. What's your name? Her name is Heidi. My name's Mara. That's Sean.
up?
So Heidi, you want to sit at this this chair? So Heidi, we wrote a song about you. You didn't know, but we did. Heidi, just unimportant, but can you tell me, what do you do for a living?
I put shit on shelves.
She puts shit on shelves. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Can we say that?
Is that literal, or is it do you? She works at Trader Joe's.
Oh.
That is the friendliest store in the world. Okay. So Heidi works at Trader Joe's. Heidi, what do you like to do for fun?
I read.
She reads for fun. Excellent. We're in a library, Heidi.
Oh my God. This is like your
Are
Silverwood.
you trying to get free stuff or something? Heidi, wow. All right, so Heidi likes to read. She works at Trader Joe's. And Heidi, what's a musical style you like?
The Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to date everyone on stage and then break up with them. Okay. So Heidi, we wrote this song about you. It's called, Sean, what is it called?
It's called Trader Books.
Trader Books. Okay. All right. Sean's gonna kick it off, and all you have to do is enjoy. Okay. If you don't enjoy, lie. Heidi, I'm looking for something that could be construed as healthy, but it's covered in chocolate. Heidi, I'm looking for some kind of chip that is a Dorito, but it's packaged as not a Dorito.
Trader Books, yeah. Trader Books, yeah. Trade her books, yeah. Trade her for my books, yeah. Trade her books, yeah. Trade her books, yeah. Trade her books, yeah. I'm trading you for a pair of books, yeah. Heidi, I like how you put stuff on them shelves. Makes me think of Christmas. It makes me think of elves. Heidi, I'm happy that you're here. 'Cause every time I look at you, to my eye you bring a tear. Trader books, yeah. Trader books, yeah. Trader books, yeah. I'm gonna trade you for some books, yeah. Trader books, yeah. Trader books, yeah. Trader books, yeah. I'm gonna trade you for a pair of books, yeah.
Listen, Heidi, we couldn't trade you for anything. It's illegal and also you're cool. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. When the aliens bypass us, we know it's time to stop singing. Guys, we're gonna do a couple of free scenes for you.
Free scenes. How many of you guys have been to an improv show before? Awesome. I see some hands. I hear some applauding. Cool. So something that we do at improv, we make stuff up on the spot, like you just said, like you just saw. And what we're actually doing is following a rule up here called yes and. When I say yes, you say and. Yes!
And!
Very good. When I say, what's your favorite animal, you say...
And!
When I say, where did you go to school, you say...
And!
It's always and. The correct
Always
answer is
and. Weren't
and.
you
Yeah.
listening?
In improv, the only rule is you say and. So something that we do is get suggestions, and I'm gonna just ignore the snort and continue.
We're not gonna call attention to it.
So what's gonna happen up here is we're gonna get some suggestions from you, and then we're gonna do some free scenes and see where it goes. So from this section of the audience, what's your favorite color? Purple, green, and rainbow. You guys, what is an animal that you would describe your girlfriend as? Horse! What? Over here, how would you describe your significant other? Octopus! So I've heard octopus, horse, and purple. And these are free scenes.
Free scenes. Okay.
Lois!
I don't answer to that.
Lois, get into my library.
Lois isn't my racing name. And you agreed at couples counseling to call me by my racing name because it makes me feel fast and strong.
Fine.
And seen.
Speedy knees. Get in here.
Thank you.
Now listen, Lois.
I'm done. I'm done.
Speedy knees. Speedy knees. Speedy knees.
You called.
I'm unhappy with our living situation.
Maybe we should have some kind of competition to figure out who has to take the garbage out. Like maybe we should race.
If it's another foot race,
It's
you know what's on.
So I have this thing.
I do too.
Do you want me to grab that bag for you? I got it. Oh,
Wow.
see, I knew this was... I'm really strong. I see that you brought a bunch of coloring books. And that's sweet of you, even though you're weak.
I just looked in my house and I saw that there was the heaviest thing was my coloring books, and I brought them over, and now I saw that you just took them out of my arms.
Look, I have this thing.
I do
too.
too.
It's a doctor's thing, though. It's not like books in a bag. It's like a doctor's thing. I'm chronically indecisive.
No.
I might like coloring books right now, and I might not. But it's gonna change either way.
Well, what if we only color like half of the coloring book?
Are you prepared to do that?
What if we only use half of this crayon?
I thought you were weak and then you broke a whole crayon over your knee.
My God. Oh my God.
Lawrence? Lawrence?
Phoebe? Phoebe?
I'm trying to grab your hand, but you're moving it. Too quick.
Phoebe?
Maybe just, yes. Maybe
I must
just a
tell you,
close
Phoebe.
one.
I must tell you.
Phoebe, what?
I've
I'm
had
Phoebe.
something. I've had something.
Lawrence.
I've tasted the nectar, the sweet, sweet, moldy blue. My worldview is shifting
Lawrence,
before my taste buds.
Lawrence, I'm sorry, but an entire Mexican restaurant relies on you. You have to get back inside. Ha 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 ha. I don't even have laces on these. I bypassed that.
Sorry, boss. I just went down for a second to retie my shoe. I'll
Yeah,
get
well,
back to
guess
stocking
what?
the tomato soup immediately.
Guess what? That's company time. Tying.
No.
Company tie.
Ah.
I'm punny, but I am a hard ass. So, Mom, I've got this idea.
Okay, hurry up, honey.
I'd like to go to the library and
I gotta go
cry
on my
in front of people.
Excuse me?
I would like to make everyone cry at the library.
This is a great idea. Could we
Mom,
possibly make it really heavy and then
Okay, well,
put on comedy people?
First of all, Mom, could you be arguably the most endearing tiny woman I've ever seen?
Sure. Gosh, I don't know how to do that. I guess
Mom.
I'm just gonna have to be my perfect self and beautiful, like really sweet.
Mom, could you teach me how to laugh like something that's so charming and childlike, but not weird? Could
Sure.
you teach me that way?
Okay. How about if you're a dragon and there's a pond?
A pond.
Yes, but and you're flying and but you have to rest. So you go down by the pond.
Down by the pond.
And then you see a little fishy come up and go. And then the dragon, you look down into the pond, and you see the little fishy go.
And what noise do I make?
And then you laugh like.
That's perfect. That laugh, Sean, actually reminded me of our next bit.
It did.
Oddly enough, yeah. We all know Ryan Dean Tucker by now, right? So Ryan, could you come up? I lost the instruments. They straight up camouflaged into the
So glad
set.
that laugh cued you into me.
So Ryan,
Yeah.
we're calling someone else up here, right?
Yeah.
Call him up. Justin?
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 Give it up for Justin.
Justin, hi everybody.
He let me use his piano. Thank you.
So Justin, you get to hold this. And Sean, will you explain this game that we'll be doing?
Yes. So, and then that goes there actually, and this goes like right there, and then there you go, perfect. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we are going to imagine that you two are on a dream date, because I know it's what you've been dreaming of. And in this dream date, Mara and I actually don't know exactly. We can have ideas and guess, but we don't know exactly what your dream date would be like. So if we are to do something wrong, something that maybe that's not exactly how this dream date goes, I want you to go ahead and honk that horn. And you too, Justin, you can go ahead and reach over and honk that horn as well. If there's something
You already figured out my
disagree
dream
with.
date.
Thank you. And perfect. And if there's something good or something that you agree with, that would probably be in your dream date, definitely. You ding the bell, very good. Give it up for our audience participants here. Yeah. Good job, Ryan. Good job, Justin. Okay.
I will be playing the role of Justin.
And I suppose I will. I guess I will be Ryan Dean Tucker in this as well.
So, could we get a location that you think these two would be on a date at? Water slides. Okay, water slides. Okay, so again, I'm Justin.
I'm Ryan.
And Sean is Ryan D. Tucker, and we are at the water slides. Okay.
Here we are.
Wow. Ryan, thank you for taking me out on your busy schedule. It's funny that we had to scooter here, though.
Well, I like to do things a little differently. And I also knew that you'd like the water parks because your music's so smooth. Because your music's so fluid.
Yeah, my music can really only be compared to one kind of particular consistency. Can't be another. Listen, Ryan, before we go down this slide, I have to tell you something. I am terrified of wearing a one-piece suit. I must wear a two-piece and show off my body. I hope that's not too much.
That's all right. I'm sure the lifeguard doesn't mind you changing at the top of this water slide.
Are you gonna wear the suspenders on the way down, Ryan?
I never take them off.
Okay, so,
Oh, no, you go first. I'm very polite. I'm a very polite person. Beauty before long hair.
oh no! Ryan just is about to hit a squirrel that's got in the water thing. Oh, he's kissing a squirrel.
I'm allergic.
Later, down at the bottom of the water slide. Ryan, you can't swim away from me. I saw you chuck that squirrel.
You're right, I can't swim at all.
Oh! Ryan! I'll save you. But we still have to talk about hard things, Ryan, when we get to shore. Let's talk about, I don't know, the movie The Goonies. I love that movie. That movie's great. It had that Hobbit guy in it. But he's a kid.
Hey, you guys.
Listen, Ryan. I've had a wonderful time, but I'd like to buy a $19 burger now.
Wow, your taste is so expensive.
No, that's how much it is. Should we?
I was just gonna make like a PVC raft out of this cardboard and PVC and make it look like I'm in Back to the Future. I'm just gonna stand here and laugh.
Ryan, the most awkward part of the date has commenced, and I wish I had my synth to make it easier to talk about.
I wish I had my whole band backing me up.
Listen, how are we paying for this $19 burger? Are we splitting it? Am I paying? No, we're not splitting it.
Nope, I'm paying.
You're paying for my burger?
I'm paying. I work at a library. Thank you so much.
Oh, Stan, Mara. Oh. Well, now is the point where I usually say, where can people find you? But sadly, but goodly, you're leaving us to go to Chicago to be super funny people in a big city and become super famous and come back and do my show again, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we are leaving in probably the next month or so. We say probably because it's probable. Sure. But we for sure have a couple more shows. We're doing our last installment of There's Something About Mondays at the Observatory. That will be February 25th.
So the last Monday?
The last.
So 4 days.
It's in 4 days. We started plugging it today, so it's gonna be really good.
It's a really fun show. I've been
fun
on it
show.
twice. It's like this, but like quick fire and way crazier. It's so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
So, Something About Mondays, great name too.
And then you can poke us on Facebook. It's annoying, but you can.
You can. Give us a wave.
Give us a wave, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for you guys about going, and I wish you the best of luck, and thanks so much for being on my show.
Thank you for having
Mara Baldwin and Sean Stout, everybody, big round of applause. All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. I was really getting that was good. That sounds like a fun date, you know?
Let's do it.
Seemed right.
Let's make it happen.
Real quick. All right, Missy, why don't you come up here and pick one of these out for me? Missy's here with me. Hi, Missy. This is a plate full of cupcakes, cookies, cake pops, peanut clusters. Oh my God! And then the socks. And if you got a raffle ticket, Missy's gonna pick one out and go ahead and check if you got. Yeah, give us some. Yeah.
098020.
020.
Nope. Yeah. 020.
020. Anybody? Yeah? All right. Who's the big winner? Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Make sure. Okay. Missy is also up here because she is introducing a new segment to the show. You know, I don't keep up on the pop culture so much or television. I'm very busy, you know. And you wanted to talk about something that's popular. It's been a very popular TV show. I don't know anything about it. Obviously, I don't watch The Bachelor.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people like it. And you
I
kind of
watch
this
it
segment called
religiously.
In Case You Missed It.
Yeah.
Would you just kind of recap the show for us?
In case you missed it.
Wow, great song.
Beautiful. Beautiful work, gentlemen. So,
Yes.
The Bachelor is a reality show where one guy dates a bunch of women at the same time in order to find a bride.
Weird.
It's pretty much The Handmaid's Tale, but they're all into it.
Oh.
So,
Well,
let's meet a couple.
okay.
So, we have Elise, who thought it would be cute to have Colton fish a dead salmon out of a chlorinated pool because she's from Alaska. Don't think they do that there.
Right, yeah. This is why I can't watch a
Yeah.
show like this, you know? I don't.
And then, as is customary on night one, they all attend a cocktail party where each of the girls gets a chance to pull Colton aside and get to know him better. But one woman interrupted 5 different times, making her the undisputed villain of episode 1.
Oh, jeez. Right out of the gate, huh? They
Yeah.
move that quick on that
Yeah.
show?
And hands up giving the first impression rose to Hannah from Alabama.
Hannah from Alabama.
And I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Which one? Because there's more than one
no.
Hannah from Alabama.
That is so crazy.
Well, it's Hannah B.
Oh,
Obviously.
duh.
And then
This is why I can't watch a show like this. It's so weird.
And then last but not least, my personal favorite was the woman who dressed like a sloth and committed to the character so hard that it took her a half an hour to get from Colton to the limo.
So weird.
Spoiler alert, she got sent home.
She didn't get sent home. She stayed on.
I knew you watched it.
In case you missed it.
Here he is now. I thought it was funny. Heat Speak, come back up. Everybody, I want to thank you so much for coming out to Lilac City Live. Hopefully this horrible, horrible winter will end soon, and it'll be a nice to come. It'll be a nice to come over here. I don't know why I did that. It'll be much easier to come and hang out, and I'm really so thankful for all of you for coming out and letting us continue to do this super fun show and show all the great people we have in this town that I love so much. And Heatspeak, what song are we doing now?
This one's called Little Feet Dangle.
Little Feet
Dangle.
Little Feet
Yes.
Dangle. Like
Little Feet Dangle, yeah.
okay.
It's kind of the song's about the childhood experience.
Okay.
And kind of like trying to value it, I guess, in a culture that sort of looks down upon it, but go like, hey, that whole experience of seeing through the eyes of a child is quite valuable and we can learn from it.
Yeah.
So it's very much looking at that.
We'll dig it. Again, you can find Heatspeak in Nelson pretty soon. And they have some merch back there at heatspeakmusic.com, correct?
Yeah, and we keep our schedule really up to date, and we do have a lot of shows going into the summer and more all the time. So definitely check out heatspeakmusic.com.
Your tunes definitely make me long for summertime. Feels good. Good vibes. Thanks so much for coming out, everybody. Have a safe night. Heatspeak, thank you so much.
Our feet all dangle from the chairs. Our feet all dangle from where we see the world. Which might be from the stars. That's surely where you are. Might be from the trees, home amongst the canopy, but might be from the sea. You and I can scream. Creep off like forehead, fleeting words, lost or swallowed whole, fleeting words. Our feet all dangle from the chairs. Our feet all dangle from where we see the world. Which might be from the stars. That's surely where you are. Might be from the trees, home amongst the canopy, but might be from the sea. out there all at home. Thank you, Spokane Public Library. And thank you all for coming out and supporting this event. Thank you to Heat Speak, the whole band is up here. And please look us up, come check us out again. We got lots of shows coming up, so, and a new record in the works. So keep an ear out, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.